Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the draft. I can't believe we're gonna be live here. Oh wait, we're already live.
Oh my God! Well, that was quick, huh? Yeah. So how's it going, everybody? How we doing?
What are we live for anyway?
God, honestly, I can't even remember. You and I were talking about the draft, which obviously is important. And anybody that's a football fan, good luck to your teams tonight. I know our Falcons are going to kick ass, but yeah, what were we doing here?
I know we're in this hangout and we had to go live for a reason, but
It's not Lucha Rewatch. We did that already.
that was yesterday, right?
It's not PWG because that's
no. I mean, that's not even available yet. When that becomes available, we'll live react to that as soon as possible. No.
I mean, it's not New Japan, though. I got to tell you, man, I got sent a tweet today about Minoru Suzuki, riding a bike and then throwing that bike into somebody. It's hilarious.
There is a New Japan show on Saturday, though. I don't really know when we're going to live react to it.
Yeah. Wait a minute. It had to be WWE related. Isn't there a show going on this weekend?
Wait, you mean like an NXT show?
No. What's that show that's continuously awful? Raw. Aren't they doing something this weekend?
Aren't they usually on Mondays though? Not over the weekend.
Yeah. No, I think it's what the kids today call a pay-per-view that they're doing this weekend.
There's no such thing as pay-per-view anymore, John. They're all network specials.
Yeah, you're right. And given how they love the network, you'd think this thing would be heavily promoted, but I'm grasping at straw. Payback! It's Payback this weekend!
Wait, who's getting payback on whom?
No, I mean, it's a show, though, right? Right? Because, no, Vince is done feuding with Eric Bischoff. Those wars were years ago. No, I mean, yeah, literally the show. We've got Strowman and Reigns, remember?
Wait, you mean Strowman and Kalisto, right? That's the match they've been building to.
Well, God, yeah. I mean, well, that might have already happened, although I might be blacking it out because it was awful. It was Strowman and Reigns, and I mean, there's going to be a WWE title matchup, but that's SmackDown.
But no, it's on Raw. That means it's Universal title. Who's Brock facing?
Oh, yeah. Brock's facing... He's facing... Oh, God. I'm really struggling here because Brock is on the show, right? I mean,
are they going to feed a jobber to Brock? Are we going to get Jinder Mahal versus Braun? Oh no, wait, he's on SmackDown.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it has to have a Universal title match, right? If it's a Raw Network special, you're not going to have a Raw Network special without your world champion, right?
Brock is still champ, right?
Yeah. But I mean, I'm looking here and he doesn't appear to be on this show. Sure it's not SmackDown exclusive?
Wait. Well, if it was SmackDown exclusive, there's a WWE Championship match then?
Yeah, I mean, from what I heard, Bray has been going on and on. I don't know if he's OD'd on the psychedelics, but he's talking about this, House of Horrors. I don't know if you've heard about it.
I mean, yeah, but I'm looking on Wikipedia here, and it says that the House of Horrors match is just the House of Horrors match. It doesn't say anything about a championship.
Yeah, a lot of people have been reporting that. But, I mean, he's still got beef with Orton, though, right? That's still a thing. And clearly the beef should be over the WWE title because Bray's mad that Orton took it. So, I mean, what kind of crazy show wouldn't have the WWE title at stake, right? That's nuts, right?
Are they going to not have Randy Orton defend the WWE title in this match because Jinder Mahal stole the championship?
Come on, Ashton. That would be stupid. Come on. You don't really think, though, do you?
I mean, Wikipedia is never wrong, and it doesn't say anything about the WWE Championship being involved, so...
I mean, you got me there. I mean, the first words I ever learned were Google it, and if the internet says so... God, what crazy fucking world are we living in? But wait, we've at least got, an Intercontinental title match, right? Or some mid-card title match, right? Like Miz, he's clearly has a match with Ambrose or something, right? They wouldn't put him on a kickoff or anything, right?
Wait, I'm starting to think this might be a SmackDown thing because Kevin Owens is putting his United States Championship on the line against Jericho.
Yeah, but Jericho's still a Raw guy, though. So what sense does that make?
Yeah, but the title's on SmackDown, and that's what really matters.
Yeah, but I don't know. So, but wait a minute. Maybe we're looking at this all wrong, right? Because if this is really a Raw show, like, why are you having the WWE champion and why are you having the United States champion? Are we sure this isn't a co-branded pay-per-view?
Is this one of the big four?
I think it might be. This has got to be a new big four pay-per-view, right?
Building up to this show, if this is a big four show.
I know, right? Like, I really don't feel enthused at all. Like, we do our scales at the beginning, and I know I told you in conversation that I'm at a 4, but then I realized, well, John, that's way too optimistic. So, yeah, I'm down to a 1. Are you still at a 1, or did you kind of...
I was at a 1, but after I actually looked at the card and I saw what some of the matches were, I'm up to like a 2.5.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good. You know what? Maybe I'm being a bit too harsh. I mean, I have done that before. There's at least, I don't think I even told you this, there's like one match that I'm looking forward to, and then I guess one other, but only because of one person involved, whereas the other one, I like both people involved. So maybe I'll just go 2, not 2.5, but I'll go 2, simply on that principle. But yeah, you know, this show, I'm still even grasping at straws of what we're dealing with here. It's just been so poorly built up. I guess...
Is it safe to say this is literally just like a mid-card pay-per-view? Because I feel like no world titles are being defended. One mid-card title is being defended. And then the only other championships that are being defended are specialized in certain divisions. The women's division, the cruiserweight division, the tag division, they're all really lower card.
Yeah, you know, God, I mean, I guess you're onto something there. Really would
I would say that the main event would be, you know, the most important championship. So Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho, but we all know it's going to be a non-title match. The main event's the show.
Yeah, but it's a non-title match though with the big SmackDown guy. So I don't even really know what this pay-per-view is.
Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman are not big SmackDown guys.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Roman Reigns takes priority over everything.
Yeah.
Of course. Well, that definitely dispels some of the confusion. But you know, you said that it's a mid-card pay-per-view. And if you're telling the truth, that's actually really sad to consider how poorly, I should say, WWE perceives its own mid-card, because I feel like they got done dirty here with how they got built up, because I'm not looking forward to this at all. But I guess let's get through the matches, and let's kind of dispel some of our confusion about what's going on here. So what should we talk about first?
Man, it's like we're in Bizarro Land. Like, WWE likes to call the post-WrestleMania Raw Bizarro Land because, you know, it's a better cross-section of their own audience than any other show, and they can't actually appreciate that. But still, it's Bizarro Land because I just feel like this isn't even really a thing. Like, I feel like there's a show coming up, and based on everything that I've seen between Raw and SmackDown, I really don't feel like there's anything important about this show whatsoever.
Yeah, I really don't feel any gravity to this show. I don't feel like there are any stakes. I mean, really, you know my mindset personally. I'm looking to July for Money in the Bank.
I will tell you, though, there is more than one match on this show that I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to 3 matches on this show. I'm looking forward to Orton Wyatt. I'm looking forward to Rollins Joe, and I'm looking forward to the Women's Championship match, believe it or not.
And see, that's fair. That is fair. I'm looking forward to Strowman and Reigns because I love watching Strowman work. I'm looking forward to Rollins and Joe. And you know what? I'll even go in with you.
See, I'm not even looking forward to Strowman and Reigns because, like, Roman Reigns is supposed to be dead. Why is he even on this show?
That, and I will concede that. That's just another horrible bit. Again, we'll have a lot to talk about, I'm sure, with how horrible a lot of this shit is. But I'll even throw my hat in with you on the Women's Championship match. The sad thing is with Orton Wyatt, I just don't care. I hope that doesn't make me look bad, but I really don't care. Like, I don't think they've done a good job to make me care. So where do you want to start then, I guess?
Well, there's a pre-show match, even though every match on this card looks like it could be on a pre-show.
Okay, well, what's the pre-show match for this show in particular?
The Realest Guys versus The Club.
Honestly, yeah, again, really don't care. I think both teams have lost all steam, but I think because the babyfaces won the big 6-man on Raw, I guess I'll go with The Club to get the win.
Yeah, right. You seriously are overestimating the WWE's ability to make a heel entity look good. I'm just going to pick Enzo and Cass and be done with it.
All right, I'm picking The Club. You're picking Realist Guys. Let's move on.
Okay, well, up next we have... what match should we cover next? How about the least important match left on the show? Neville versus Austin Aries.
I think Aries gets his win here. I've loved Neville as champ, and I really don't want
We're
Aries
going to disagree on so much on this show. I love it.
Well, I hope you're right on most of your predictions, actually, because I mean, yeah, I'm really showing my cynicism for this show. I think Aries is finally going to get his fucking run. Fuck my life. Fuck Austin Aries. And the worst thing with Neville is it's not going to get him out of the cruiserweight division, but who cares? Aries for the win.
Yeah, I think Neville's going to retain. I mean, it's not necessarily me saying that I know what they're going to do after this match, but I don't think that they're going to take the title off of Aries or off of Neville yet. I don't think Aries is, like, I guess you could say hot enough for him to be the guy that takes the title off Neville. I think they want to kind of save it for when they're able to build someone up better. I don't know who that's going to be, but I think that it's going to be someone who is more entertaining and gets more over than Aries.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. I don't see it, dude. I wish you're right, though. Like, this isn't even going to be one where I'm fighting you. I'm actually hoping you come out in the green on this show with your predictions if we're going to disagree as much as you think we are. So, next.
Owens Jericho, United States Championship.
I say Owens retains. I think that's a foregone conclusion that you and I can agree on.
This kind of match is exactly why I think that the whole idea of like having both Raw and SmackDown people just kind of finishing feuds on this show is a complete waste of time and a complete joke, because there's literally no suspension of disbelief whatsoever that Jericho's going to win. When, like, we've already had Kevin Owens on SmackDown multiple times, on Talking Smack once, like, he is a SmackDown guy. He's not, we're not going to have Jericho win, and especially because, like, where's the suspension of disbelief, especially because, like, Jericho's going to be leaving for a Fozzy tour here soon, too.
Exactly. Now, do I think they could put on a good match? Sure, but I'm already looking past this, and with the Kevin Owens AJ Styles.
This is going to be a match that we end up spending most of our time in chat, I think.
And you might be right about that. Again, I'm already looking past this and looking what Owens can do with Styles, because I think that's money. But yeah, Owens wins all day, every day in this feud. Enough said.
All right, so let's talk about the Hardy Boys versus Cesaro and Sheamus, because they just gave the Hardy Boys the titles at WrestleMania in a big surprise return, and now they're defending the first defense is against a random thrown together tag team, Sheamus and Cesaro.
So, when you set the table like that, this is gonna make me look like an even bigger idiot, which I don't need your help doing, thanks. Because I was talking to you in conversation. This is actually my most out there prediction of the show. I think Cesaro is going to win, because I think if you look at the story, which, I know you fell asleep for most of like the last Raw, so I don't know if you saw this or not, or if you were awake for this, but there seems to be tension building between these two teams, particularly on the Go Home Raw. It was Sheamus, I think, versus Matt Hardy. And Matt Hardy did end up getting the win, but only after there was this big miscommunication on the outside between Jeff and Cesaro. And it seemed like they were going to come to blows, but Sheamus was actually the cooler head in the situation. They shook hands, whatever. Me personally, I see the story going. Sheamus and Cesaro finally snap. They turn heel during the course of the match, and their heel turn allows them to capture the titles. And here's what leaves a sour taste in my mouth. Even if I'm wrong, I still think these two are going to turn heel, which fucking sucks, because Cesaro has a Cesaro section, and he's this strong babyface who should have never been saddled with this fucking team, and now they're going to doubly sin and turn him fucking heel and just ruin everything. So I am going to go Cesaro for the win, but it comes at a terrible fucking price that I hate with every fiber of my being.
Yeah, I know. I think the Hardys are going to retain, and this might even be the moment that they break up Cesaro. So we're on completely different wavelengths here. I don't think they're ready to take the titles off the Hardys, especially because now they're going to start doing the broken stuff because they won the lawsuit.
Oh, and that is probably the most interesting thing, because I don't even really like the idea of the titles on the Hardys, to be honest. I thought the WrestleMania return and win was nice, but I feel like, again, and you and I have said this, Raw is about creating moments, and they are like a Raw-based entity, so I didn't think their reign was going to last that long, but if they're able to do the broken gimmick, I think that gives them a lot of mileage to play with, and that gives me something to sink my teeth into. Again, I hope you're right, and I hope this team fucking breaks up, because I hate it. I just fear that not only are they going to stay together, they're going to be heels going forward, which just makes me facepalm so fucking hard. But that'll be then. This is now. Let's move on to the next match.
Before we move on to the next match, draft update. The Cleveland Browns made the right decision and drafted Myles Garrett #1 overall. Good job, Browns. Way to not suck again.
Yeah, way to not fuck it up. All right, next.
Next, let's see. Let's talk about the Women's Championship match. Bayley versus Alexa Bliss.
You and I were even talking about this before going live. I think Bayley retains because I do still believe the end game is the Sasha heel turn. Bayley needs to be champion, I think, for that to work because she's been protecting Bayley because she believes she can beat Bayley, and that'll be at SummerSlam. So Alexa Bliss, while entertaining and while amazing in her role, is still just a speed bump. Bayley to retain.
And I think that Alexa is going to take the title from Bayley. I think Bayley's held the title long enough now. She's had it for like 2.5 months. And she's not getting more over. She's not, WWE likes to say the person makes the title, and I don't think Bayley's doing a very good job of making that women's championship look better than it should. I think Alexa Bliss is somebody that Vince McMahon and WWE brass see a lot of money in. They might even go as far as to say that they see her as a reincarnate Trish Stratus, with the fact that, she's like this little blonde girl who everyone thinks is hot, and she can talk, and she has the facial expressions and all that stuff. I think Bliss versus Sasha is the new money feud that Vince now knows the crowd wants to see because of the brief interaction they had in that multi-woman match the other night. And I think they're going to put the title on Bliss, and they might even build to a Bliss-Sasha SummerSlam match. You never know.
I think the things that give your position legs, I could see WWE taking that stance on Bliss, and that would be one of the few times I don't disagree with them, because I think Bliss has really grown by leaps and bounds. She still has a ways to go, nowhere near perfect, but I find her very entertaining. And two, Alexa Bliss and Sasha on the Go Home Raw really didn't even have a match. Like, Bliss walked out, which tells me that they may want to save a full-blown match for a big event. So I can see where you're coming from. I just think stubbornness wins the day, and I think Bayley and Sasha has been the plan for a long time, and they are going to execute it whether we like it or not. So, yeah, Bayley to retain.
All right, well, yeah, I'm going Bliss, you're going Bayley. We have another disagreement. Draft update. The Chicago Bears just traded up from 3 to 2, swapping picks with the San Francisco 49ers. I have no clue who they're going to pick. If I had to guess, I would say Solomon Thomas, but I don't even know. They might pick a quarterback. We might have Mitchell Trubisky playing in Chicago. I don't know. We'll see. I'll update you guys when the thing happens. But now, let's talk about the final 3 matches, none of which involve championships. First, Seth Rollins versus Samoa Joe.
I say Samoa Joe wins. Look, I'm a huge Seth mark.
We disagree on everything.
But I feel like, now Rollins is going to need to struggle since he's chosen to stay on Raw. It can't be an easy time for him. Now, of course, WWE has fumbled before, and they could give Rollins the win. But I think if we want to maintain his babyface fire, you make Joe an obstacle. Plus, Joe needs the momentum. I don't know about anybody else, but I feel like he has done fuck all since he's gotten here. And that's a crying shame for the man that, to me personally, was NXT programming when he was there. So, yeah, I say give Joe the win, give him that fucking heel heat, and continue creating that babyface sympathy for Rollins. So, yeah, I'm picking Joe for the win here.
I'm picking Seth Rollins for the win here because WWE and they don't keep heels strong, and Joe hasn't been getting any reaction, and they want to keep Seth's momentum high after he beat Triple H at Mania.
We'll see. Next.
Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt in a non-title House of Horrors match.
You know what, Ashton? I don't even know if we're going to agree here. I mean, we haven't anywhere else, but because it's non-title now, which I'm assuming is confirmed, that is a thing. So going on that confirmation, I actually think Bray's going to win. Because
I agree. I think that they removed the title stipulation from it so that they can give Bray the win.
Which is really just fucking horrid on so many levels, but I'm not going to go there. I think Bray will win because I think the next big feud is him and Balor for the next Raw pay-per-view. So I think they want to give him legs. Bray for the win.
Draft update. The 49ers got the Bears' 3rd overall pick, their 3rd round pick, their 4th round pick, and their 2018 3rd round pick just to move up 1 spot.
Holy fucking shit.
What a freaking robbery. But anyway, we agree. Bray is winning this. They're going to keep Bray strong. They're going to make him look good. He's going to win his signature match. And this is also simultaneously going to make Orton look beatable so that him versus Jinder is more believable.
That's an excellent point I didn't even consider, but all the more reason you had to go in Bray's camp for sure.
Okay, so we're down to our final 2 matches. Actually, that was the second last match. We're down to our final match, which is Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman.
I'm sorry, I know everybody's going to disagree with me. Braun Strowman for the win because...
No, I don't disagree with that. I think Braun's going to win, but I don't think he's going to win clean.
I don't think he's going to win clean either, and I think he's only winning so that people realize I'm not like my head in the clouds, so that not so he can be fed to Reigns, but to an even bigger monster so he can be fed to Lesnar.
Exactly. Yeah, they're gonna have Strowman win this and then lose to Lesnar so that they can feed Lesnar to Roman.
Exactly. And really, that's all I have to say about Payback. Yeah, really, this is one of those rare instances where the needle didn't really move in either direction because I'm apathetic. And to use your words, WWE, about babyfaces that aren't, the important thing is that you get a reaction. Well, you're not getting one from me, so you fucking failed. It's bad, and you should feel bad. Go fuck yourself. This whole thing is a disgrace when you have the best fucking performers on your goddamn roster. And one thing
it's sad because the WWE has the most stacked roster that they've had since like 2005, and they're just doing literally nothing with them.
And one thing I have to say, Ashley, I don't want to keep us any longer than we have to because the draft is infinitely more important, but you have Finn Balor on the fucking pre-show with Miz TV. And by the way, in that same vein, you have Miz on the pre-show with Miz TV? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, oh my... That is a fucking joke. That is a fucking joke. 2 amazing people who should be doing far more than this fucking shit. And now I can already see it. Oh, well, I'd love to put Finn on the card, but, ever since that match with Jinder, I just think he's injury prone. But that Jinder guy, he can win a real fight, so we're going to put the title on him, damn it. And then Miz, who can talk anybody in a building, they're just going to abuse that shit, but he's never going to win anything significant. So it's going to be like Bray, where we don't fucking care because you don't know what the fuck you're doing, and I'm tired of it. This is why we don't cover Raw, because of this stupid shit. Because if we were, I'd jump out that fucking window wondering, please, dear God, may the fall be steep enough. Shame on you. Shame on you for giving me this fucking show, and I pray that Backlash is better than this because this is fucking dog shit. Which is an insult to my dog because I know he'd laid coils on the fucking lawn that are better looking than this shit.
Oh my God, the savagery. I love it.
No, fuck him, dude. When you put Finn on the fucking pre-show, and I don't even know if Stephen Herman is here, who I know is a Finn Balor mark. Like,
you remember what we said would happen to Vince if he messed up Finn Balor? Remember the heel book WrestleMania trailer a few years ago?
I hope somebody puts a steel hook in your fucking abdomen and eviscerates your fucking ass. I hope they pull out your long intestines like goddamn sausage links and strangles you with them as you look with your beady little eyes at your wife and you say, I'm sorry I wrote that I could make out with every woman that's 30 years my junior, but I have to feel like a man, damn it. You insecure little bitch. Go fuck yourself, your weak-ass card, and the day that Roman Reigns gets over as the babyface you want him to be will be the day that I wake up as something other than a goddamn cripple. Do that.
Oh, why do you have to go there, man? Come on.
Because here's the thing, Ashton. We all love talking about the impossible until it hits us that it's fucking impossible. You can sink on your knees and pray, but Roman Reigns will never be anything more than your corporate little suit that you're going to try and get over, even though none of us want it. But no, Finn Balor's staring you in the face, but let's just put him on the fucking pre-show. If I could whip out my dick right now, I'd fucking slap you with it. Choke on it and die. That's my Payback synopsis. You can take us home.
Meanwhile, draft update. Mitchell Trubisky is now the Chicago Bears quarterback, even though they just gave like $18 million a year to Mike Glennon. Mike Noodle Arm Glennon.
Well,
good job, Bears.
Well, it's amazing that while I'm talking about somebody that makes poor choices, we just got an update about a team that apparently made a poor choice. So poor choices abound. So partner with that, you can take us home.
Dude, they gave up so much to move up one spot to get a quarterback when they literally just gave a quarterback a ton of money. Like, oh, Bears, you just took another step towards irrelevance. Anyway, guys, and the really funny thing is Trubisky might actually end up being good, but they gave up so much to get him. Anyway, I almost feel like we have to make like a new hangout and do NFL Draft Live reactions while we're doing this. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, there you go. There you have it. There's our opinions on Payback 2017. God, I hope Backlash is so much better than this because this looks really bad. And the crazy thing is, like, I'm sure the matches for the most part aren't going to be terrible. Like, Neville Aries is going to be solid. Owens Jericho is going to be good. The Hardys versus Cesaro and Sheamus is going to be good. I'm sure Bayley and Bliss will be better than people expect. Orton versus Wyatt might be a stinker just because I have no clue what the gimmick's going to be. And then I'm sure Rollins and Joe and Reigns Strowman will be fine. So match-wise, it'll be great. If not at least above average. But from a story perspective, this is a zero show. This is a zero-sum show. So I'll even say I went from a 2.5 to a 3, but I'm still not really excited about this show. All right, guys, we'll see you all for our Q&A tomorrow evening. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and I'll end this here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed our preview and predictions. Even though it was relatively short, I figured it would be over in under a half hour. And we will see you guys tomorrow night for Q&A. Make sure to get your questions in if you haven't yet. And, hey, stay tuned.